Welcome, my divine masculines. Welcome to Larisa Lili's. Today we're going to focus on a creative and sacral chakra for divine masculines. The energies have been really rough, but I'm just gonna go with the flow right now with this reading because the way I originally wanted to plan it, it's really strong. So if this resonates, my divine masculines, please like, share, and subscribe. My work is really in terms of healing our masculines, and I've been feeling a lot of resistance. Lionsgate has been really hard, and the energies are strong, but I feel it more on the masculines. And do acknowledge we're in the sun. The sun is the masculine energy, as the moon is the feminine energy. And I know that I brought out normally I don't have a red candle out in my readings, but I had to bring out a protection energy because I do feel it very potent, and there's a lot of resistance to releasing. And I don't know if you notice how the lights of the candles are. Usually they're always going to be different, but today I knew, like, it's really strong, you guys. This is I really hope you see that. It's really powerful and it's really healing. And let's begin, my masculines. I'm not even gonna hold you up because there's a lot. I think there's going to be a bit to talk about. So let's see. I do have a lot of masculine energies. I also am very feminine. During my divine evolution, my ascension, I had to bring my feminine into balance. And I always had my feminine. I just have always had to embrace a masculine role. Especially I'm a finance manager, so I'm surrounded by men all the time, and I've been doing for over 16 years now. So it's just an energy I hone majority of my time. So when my journey started bringing my feminine to balance, I just had to come back into my heart a little more. And I mean, was it hard? Not really, you know. I wanted to, I desired it. And I think what I'm sensing with the masculine is just this desire of nurture and not feeling safe. And so much, there's resistance because you don't feel safe. And please know, with this light, there's so much security, you guys. You're protected, my divine masculine. So let's begin. Yeah, as I say that, retreat, my masculine. So, and I also sense you just really taking a time out. I feel like this is a time for you to really just reserve yourself and come within yourself, away from a lot of things. And for those, obviously this is a time where that's happening. So let's see what else we have, Spirit. What energies do our divine masculines need to work on? This is too much, but I'm gonna put the strengthen your gifts. Yeah. Make necessary sacrifices, speak up, change tracks. Yeah, no, this is it, you guys. Okay. This is exactly what I'm feeling. It's a lot. It's so strong. And I was holding off and doing this reading, but I couldn't. I haven't been sleeping well in the past 2 days. So Divine masculines, you are very present, and please know that you're in a nurturing space, and this is not a place to judge you, but to bring your ascension to a place where it's healthy, and that, you know, you work in the areas where you feel more of a nurturing energy here. So please feel safe. As I said, I do have masculine energy, so I will come, and it's not going to be expected. It's not going to be expected for you to hear maybe in my channel some of the things I may say to you, but it's because I know it's needed. And, you know, this evolution of our soul is about moving forward. It's about evolving, and as a masculine, it's about decision making, being clear about what we want, raising our standards, and in a healthy manner, you know, but also finding a balance with your own feminine energy and your own nurturing energy to also be compassionate in both energies. So here we have strengthen your gifts, you know, make necessary sacrifices. Yeah, I don't have too many of these, but we're gonna play them all out. We have speak up, change tracks, and face your shadow. Yeah, there is a lot of inner work happening here in this retreat, and the resistance that you guys are feeling, my divine masculines, and again, I say guys because majority of the one I deal are male, but women have masculine energy. So this is not a gender. Feminine and masculine is not a gender thing. It's on an energetic level, and we're healing ourselves on an energetic level because our soul is on an energetic level. So this resistance that I feel in masculines right now is releasing old ways, and you're being challenged to actually face maybe really negative behavior patterns that you've been holding on to, that honestly, in the new world that we live in, because we have to accept that we are in a new world, it is required for you to live in integrity. And the shadow is not about living in integrity. The shadow shows you what you need to do to live in integrity. And so at that point, when you see it, it's a decision. It's a decision to take that initiative and decide whether you want to keep it and it serves you, or if it doesn't serve you at this point, masculines. Like, this is a hardcore decision, and that's it. You know, if you're in this ascension spiritual path, or in your heart desires for something more, this is required. And once you do that work, there is, for those masculines, strengthen your gifts. There are masculines, because we're going to have a combination, but I sense in the collective that those who may be further along in the journey are being asked to really strengthen their gifts, the things that they're very talented, to go with it confidently, you know, make necessary sacrifices to really embrace this creative energy, because that's really what the creative energy, the sacral chakra, is about. So in order to embrace this creative energy, there are sacrifices you're going to have to make, or they're going to feel like sacrifices, you know, even releasing some of the shadow, because masculine energy is so strong and so you know, you guys really hold on to things because they feel like, you know, they feel safe. And that's comfort. And you know, anything you want is out of your comfort zone, and you're gonna have to make sacrifices to really embrace a more soulful, creative energy. You know, you guys are masculines are very sexual beings, and our sacral chakra, that's where all that energy is. And so you could either, you know, masculines use sex for that, you know, but there is other ways to use that energy that you get out of those desires, and that energy can be put towards, you know, creative endeavors, creating a security home for yourself, a secured life for yourself, healing old trauma, facing any attachments or experiences you haven't forgiven, you know, that probably hurt you. And it's just a place of releasing, and this retreat will allow you to face those shadows and release. And so really spend the time to use that energy and that force, those desires that you have, and put it elsewhere where you can create a more balanced soul, on a soul level and spirit. Again, mind, body, spirit. You're going to hear me say that a lot here in this channel, because this journey is about evolution of self. I'm not about codependent relationships. This is about interdependent relationships. You can be with someone and love someone and still be free and liberated. And I'm talking about sacred unions. I'm not saying free and liberated as in open relationships. I mean, if that's what you want to venture, that's a whole different story. But you will, if one thing you will understand is sharing that sacral energy, and that creative energy will be to multiple people will be a detriment for yourself. And that means you can only have so much energy. You can only have so much energy, my masculines. So if you use it up, what are you creating? What are you building? What are you building? You really need to ask yourself hard questions. And I feel this in this speak up, you know, and change tracks energy here, where it's just time to own up, you know, own up to it, be vocal where you need to be vocal, but in integrity, in order to change your tracks, in order to change your life, in order to bring more abundance and balance and things that are more nurturing and nourishing, and that actually are going to feed a life you would be proud of, and legacy you would want to actually share, you know. So if it doesn't fit you guys, and it's not making you happy, my divine masculines, it's time to look. Again, retreat and face the shadow. It's time. This energy that's happening, I'm sorry, this new world we're entering is intense, and we need healthy masculine energy here, just like we need healthy feminine energy. And I am not just speaking to my masculines in this way, I'm speaking to my feminines, and wanting them to really embrace this self, and loving this self-love, and to really own it, and take accountability to bringing themselves to a healthy place. And I will say the same to you, masculine. So spirit, what Give me messages for the soul's journey for our divine masculines. What can we give them for the month of August right now? What do they need to know right now for this journey? Thank you. Health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Like I was saying, this time of retreat, your mental health, your spiritual health, and your emotional health. It's time to face these shadows. Remove all those things that just don't resonate. I mean, are they fulfilling? You've got to ask yourself really hard questions for you. Really hard questions for you. Health will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. It really needs to nourish your soul. Spirits, really, the resistance that I've been feeling from the masculines, loneliness in the bottom. You're not going to be comfortable. Our masculines, some are in a place where they love, they're further along and understand that this spiritual journey is a place to embrace your healthy loneliness. I know that I'm not alone. I'm never alone. You're never alone when you're in the spiritual path. It's again embracing loneliness, but towards creating interdependent relationships. And I'm not just saying, loving relationships, divine unions, twin flame unions, soul connections. I'm saying also within your family and your friends, and embracing relationships that really contribute to your soul, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth. Emotional growth, it's not something you can you have to take accountability. This paradigm is in this world, we're conditioned for it to be learned by our feminines. And yes, you will get this understanding of intuition and embracing emotional growth from your feminine, the feminines in your life. But you also have to hold yourself accountable to learn and embrace and work on creating your own wisdom behind it, and what feels nourishing to you. That requires an emotional maturity. So let's see what else, my masculines, my loving masculines, how can we bring you back to balance, Spirit? What else? Give me two more. Oh, perfect. Gratitude in the bottom, but let's see what else we've got here. Abundance, and forgiveness. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And forgiveness, I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of my love. In order to embrace your creative energy, to receive this abundance, you have to release, forgive, whatever you need to, any of this shadow work that is taking place at this very moment. Forgive and release and move on. Do not give power to your past. That is something you'll hear me say all the time. Do not give power to your past. You have to forgive. This journey is about humbling your heart, opening all your chakras, especially the hardest and the toughest chakra to open, and the most painful chakra, if you've had a Kundalini awakening, is your heart chakra. You will feel like you're dying. And please, masculines, if you have experience, please share that with me. I would love to hear your experience when your heart chakra opened. It's almost like you're having a heart attack. It can be scary, and that is just a release. Because what happens is that's so much you're holding on to that finally your heart expands, and now you're able to bring in a new frequency, a new reality. And you have to, in order to do that, you've got to forgive, you've got to release, and you've got to be more compassionate towards yourself and your past. And then let it just tell yourself, I want a new reality. I'm moving forward. And come from a place of gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. Be in a state of gratitude. When we're in a state of gratitude, I mean, I know this is cliche for some of you masculines, but this spiritual may come across cliche because it could feel like it's these simple things, but these things are actually difficult for a lot of people to embrace. And that is because we're attached to really sabotaging unhealthy patterns, behavioral patterns that we just because it really is. Sometimes it's just because I want to hold on to it, just because it's what I know, just because. And sometimes what you'll realize is sometimes it's this story, it's this comfort to this story you've been telling yourself for so long, and you don't know your own identity without that story. Change tracks, my masculine. We do not need to be attached to old stories, and you are not your stories. You can create new ones, and really, really healthy ones that really nourish yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Make the necessary sacrifices. Use that creative energy. Stop feeding into short, temporary satisfaction, whether you do it through alcohol, other drugs, or sex. Really be sacred with your decisions now. Sexual energy and sacral energy is very sacred, and it should be with a partner that is also going to hold the same level of sacred energy as you, because energy is so important in terms of what you will do going forward. That is the law of nature. When we speak of law of attraction, usually people don't combine those. I mean, there are only certain speakers that do, but that energy is what exudes. Sacral energy is very essential. That energy is where our confidence is. It's what builds us. It's what makes us feel beautiful, what makes us feel sexy. It's what makes us feel, really in ourselves and loving ourselves. And sometimes when it's used in toxic manners, it's just it's why you're never fulfilled. You have to realize that. The reason those moments, those temporary moments where you just give off your energy, that sacred sexual energy to just a moment of satisfaction, it's why it's never fulfilling, because you're not living in awareness of what that really means and how sacred it is. And obviously, my masculines, I am telling you this from love. Yeah, like I didn't even say, but I know my guides really have brought me for this message. So let's see. Shadow work, my masculines. Lighten up. If you are exhausted, overwhelmed, or simply ready to forge a new and lighter path, realize that the perfectionism is exhausting, control is elusive, but presence is peace. I mean, come on. Retreat. Spirit is really telling you to release and face these shadows. Is exhausting you. This old self, resisting to release this old self is exhausting you. That in itself will energetically drain you. You have to embrace a lighter path for this spiritual, mental, and emotional health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You have to honor yourself. Why wouldn't you want to do that, my masculines? Be present. Presence is peace. That will bring you peace. You want peace? That's going to release this. You want peace? Release this. Forgive. Release those old stories. Abundance will come in. I promise you. You will feel so free. Make the necessary sacrifices, my masculines. Our next one is stage name. The right alter ego can help you grow and expand if you're an introvert, and give you the freedom to become a bigger, bolder version of yourself. Just be sure to have an off switch. Yes. Use this creative energy in a more productive manner. That sacral energy is usually, it's so funny. I had a friend he is a sex coach, and his conversation was, why do we have sex? And the topic of that day was, why do we have sex? And this was one of the things I said. When you're in your energy, your creative energy, your sacral sensual energy, in your moments of sexual experience, that is your alter ego. It can help you grow and expand. Use that creative energy and that sexual energy in ways and with someone that is just as committed to the sacredness. You can't just be giving it. Why are you giving your energy to just anybody? Like, that's not what this is about. We need to preserve ourselves. We need to love ourselves. If you love your energy, I love my energy. If you love your energy, you love your life, you want abundance, you're going to preserve that. You're going to preserve that. That will strengthen your gifts, my masculine. It will. I can't even tell you. Again, the right alter ego can help you grow and expand. If you're an introvert, going within. If you really go within and listen to yourself, and give you a freedom to become a bigger, bolder version of yourself. Just be sure to have an off switch. You have to know when to switch it off. This will help you change tracks. You will change your life. It will, and it's not overnight. All this requires patience and a commitment to yourself and to your integrity. Wow, my masculines. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to pull some tarot real quick. Just a few. Spirit, what else can we give our masculines with this amazing message? This is a powerful message, my masculines. Yeah. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm going to get to that. The Empress, the number 3. Archangel Gabriel. Time to act upon your plans. Creativity is rewarded. Luxuries are abundant or abundant resources. Yes, this is what I'm saying. 3, it's a number 3. 3 is about your mind, body, and spirit. It's your connection to and union to yourself, your self-love. The Empress energy is abundant. She's about creative rewards. We're talking about our creative energy, our sacral energy. It's sensual. The Empress, look at her. She's sensual. She's powerful. Look at all this green around her. She's abundant. Anything she touches will grow. If you hone that energy and preserve yourself and really, really allow yourself to go within, Release these old patterns. I promise you, my masculines, you will be happier. So we have here the Four of Raphael. The Four of Raphael. Seek out other possibilities. Look for the magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. Yes. Take initiatives. Take this time. Face your shadow. Seek out other possibilities. Make necessary sacrifices. That in itself is going to help you strengthen yourself, the things you're more that really nourish you. You have to be aware of your own emotions. You have to acknowledge them. You have to be aware. You're not, it's not for you to sit there and be like, oh, and then point fingers and say, well, it's because of this, it's because of that. We're not doing that. Nope. Not even to my divine feminines would I enable that. I'm not an enabler. This is to bring balance, healing. This is beautiful. I love this Empress energy here. You got two abundant cards. Two abundance. This is you really, in order to embrace all this abundance, so being resistant to change. This is really speaking of being resistant, holding on to old patterns. Release that you don't need to be holding on to patterns. And you know what? I'm just looking real quick. Change your life. On the bottom of this Four of Ariels, change your life. A sudden revelation that offers freedom. This changing your tracks, like I was saying, will give you freedom. Break free of procrastination. Embrace the opportunities that change brings. Break free, my masculines. I say this from a place of love, so break free. We're going to go into the sexual magic. Wow. I swear to God, these cards. Wow. They really want to speak. So I love these cards. This is, we're here to also embrace that beautiful sexual energy and hone it and transmute that sexual energy to our creative powers. So still a huge part of being human is loving that sacral energy. It's so sacred. That's why it's sacral energy. So Spirit, what else can we give our divine masculines here? What else can we give our divine masculines for their sacral energy? Yeah. The Chariot. The Chariot is a fast moving, it's the yin and yang. It's going one way or the other. This masculine, when it comes to you connecting to your feminine energy, you do take too much, you want to be in control. The Chariot is in control. And embrace when the feminine energy and even the feminine energy is within yourself. Embrace both sides of it. You from looking at it from an outer perspective, and then embracing it from a surrendering perspective. This is for you to bring yourself into balance. For those of you in divine connections, you and your feminine, you do appreciate her. This is a level of appreciation to the nurturing side of the feminine energy. You're looking to want to be soft and soft within yourself. For those of you who don't I put it on my description. I'm clairsentient, so I tend to feel the cards. I like to take my time. Let's see, Spirit, what else we have here for our divine masculines, our powerful divine masculines. What else? What advice can we give them? Okay. That's what I'm going to do. Just do this. Wow, okay. Yeah. The Strength and the Eight of Wands. This is finding courage. The Strength card is courage, is also a level of pride. But this Eight of Wands is moving forward. It's just as the you see how these energies are the same. It's just like the Chariot. This is fast movement, a change. So you see the softness in both, where in the Eight of Wands here you're okay, masculine. I had to delete stuff from my phone. So as I was saying, here we have the Chariot and the Eight of Wands. They're both similar energies. This is the major arcana of fast moving, and this is the minor arcana of fast moving. But here you're more in a position on a higher level to balance yourself, and here you're more in a nurturing position to balance your masculine feminine. You know, you're ready to embrace a more nurturing, reciprocating energy with progression. Eight of Wands is such an abundant number, as just like the Empress, right? We're here to really, you see how they have the fruit here. He's feeding the feminine. This is abundance. This is like the two birds. There's all this green. This is a more nurturing, peaceful place, peaceful mental place within yourself and within your connections. So really, with the Strength, find the courage, you know, let yourself be tamed, but also tame, you know, releasing pride, releasing, again, these old behavioral patterns that you've been holding on to, due to either pride or due to this need to hold on to something that you know, or that you only know. Again, embrace, change tracks, make the necessary sacrifices, my masculines. You know, I wanted to show you below that deck is the Devil. Again, sabotaging relationships, really bringing yourself, you know, retreating during this time and dealing and facing it head on. I mean, I know this is an awkward photo, but let's be real, my masculines. This is what you do. You guys, this is, you know what this is here. I'm not, you guys use this as your power. You think this is where your creative energy is. That's not where it is. That's not where it is. Use it to your power. The devil can have a positive and a negative aspect to it. Don't use it for unhealthy, you know, unhealthy, non-reciprocating relationships, or and again, family, friends, and in your intimate relationships, especially in your intimate relationship, because you're sharing intimacy. These can create blockages, codependent, very toxic, codependent relationships that will take away from you, and you do not want that, you know. Here, and I can tell, because here we have the Four of Wands in the bottom. I mean, look at that. The Four of Wands in the tarot is stability. It's a happy, healthy commitment in celebration with the people you care about, and a beautiful union with a significant other that you care about. I mean, look at the freedom between the two, and just in awe and pure bliss. My masculines, that who does not want to experience pure bliss, you know? Where is I'm missing this deck. Hold on. I have I was missing one more deck. I didn't realize it. So we're going to close this reading out because I think it went too long. And I'm going to continue to have these sacral creative energy readings because I think this is important. This is about our self-love, my masculine. So Spirit, what can we give? What guidance can we give for our masculines right now? What do they need right now to help them with this resistance that they're experiencing and to guide them? Okay, so manifestation. Yeah. Be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. Now write it down on paper. Manifestation step 1. There we go. You need to be honest. You need to make the necessary sacrifices, you masculines. This is about your soul evolution. This is about what nourishes your soul. Again, this is about your mental, emotional, spiritual, physical health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. You owe it to yourself. Only you can honor that and respect that. Why would you be any less? This old paradigm of expecting it from the feminine and the expectation from them. But what do you expect from yourself? How do you honor yourself? What are your standards? What do you hold yourself to? Is it integrity and truth? Because if it's not, you know it's unhealthy. Who can remember who can remember non-truths? Who has all that energy? That's a lot of energy to remember lies, you know. So Spirit really is saying, be honest and clear about what you wish. You have to want that. Bottom of the deck, life energy. Life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that need to be healed. Life energy, the sunshine brings. The sun right now, we are in Leo energy, the sun, the season of the sun. That is masculine energy. That is your energy right now. The reason it's so potent is my masculine, because it's time. Do not resist. Do not resist and make the necessary sacrifices. Okay, my masculines, I love you. This is coming from a loving place. I will see you in future readings. Please like, share, and comment below. I am excited about growing this channel, so I guess I will see you in the next reading. Love you. Bye.